Good evening, and thank you for joining us tonight for Canine Companions Virtual Heritage Society. I'm Megan Kester, Executive Director for the North Central Region.
And I'm Gwen Dudek, Program Director for the North Central Region of Canine Companions.
We are really excited to bring everyone together to hear from our graduates and be a part of our mission. You are truly making a difference in what we're doing today and what we're going to be doing in the future. So we thought we would start by sharing some updates on what's been happening this year in the North Central region.
So as most of you know, we opened this campus 2 years ago, but by no means were we using it to its fullest potential. So it's been really fantastic this year being back to normal, typical scheduled team training classes where our students not only gather together to eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner, but the Kids Cove with all the games and the books and the puzzles are bringing people together in the evenings, watching football games together, and just overall creating a more community experience as a part of team training. And it's been amazing. But I think there's other stories.
Absolutely. So we've also been able to use our campus for events this year. We hosted our first ever Sit, Stay, Sparkle Gala and are excited to share that we had over 175 people here. If you can imagine a training room turning into a really elegant evening, and we raised over $185,000 to support our mission and our upcoming graduates. In addition, this fall, we hosted Dog Fest North Central. We had over 500 people here on campus. It was a great day, and we broke records. We broke Canine Companions records. We raised over $440,000 for our mission. Just think about how many teams that's going to support.
Fantastic. And with all of that heavy lifting going on the fundraising side of Canine Companions, we had a great addition to this campus. Our new Leash Hall did get the addition of equipment in our workout room. And so that has just been so great, not only for our team training students, but for our staffs when they take a break at lunch. It's just been fantastic.
We also have been able to open our doors a little broader, as Gwen was mentioning, to the community. So not only are our classes getting together and we're seeing our events show up, but we're also really excited that we've had way more volunteers and corporations and community members participating on campus. They're able to come and help us serve lunch at team training or work on our gardening. 16 acres is a lot.
That's a lot.
And also able to help in the kennels with our bark program, or at the front desk, you will be greeted by a volunteer. So the opportunity to engage more people in the mission of Canine Companions has been something we've really seen grow this year. It's been a game changer.
So hopefully with all that information, we've inspired some interest. So if you haven't come to our campus, please reach out to us and schedule a tour. We'd love to show you around.
It's been a special place, and it truly was created by you and the visions that you have as a Heritage Society member. Thank you so much for your support. We are really seeing the magic happen here on campus, and we're so excited about your investment in our future of Canine Companions. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us. My name is Nancy Whetstone, and I'm Development Director of Donor and Corporate Engagement at Canine Companions North Central Region. To the Heritage Society members tuning in, thank you. For all of you out there watching, you might be wondering just what is the Heritage Society? The Heritage Society is comprised of individuals, donors, puppy raisers, volunteers, and just people that love our mission that have made the decision to remember Canine Companions in their estate plans. This year I became a Heritage Society member, and I hope you will give some thought about this opportunity to make a lasting legacy gift to an organization you care about. Tonight, you're going to hear some amazing inspirational stories from our graduates. I hope you enjoy meeting these teams, and I hope you know how truly thankful all of us here at the North Central Region are for your support. Thank you, and have a happy Thanksgiving.
All right, everyone. Who here has the best service dog or facility dog?
Me too!
They have the most hands.
Hi, I'm Josh.
My name's Heather.
This is Emma, and that's Tsunami.
Hi, I'm Kim. This is my facility dog, Blomback. We work at the Family Nurturing Center in Florence, Kentucky.
My name is Wen, and then this is Haiku, and I live in Westerville, Ohio, and I majored in graphic design, film, and photo editing.
I think it just came about, I have a love of animals. It's just a love of animals, and I thought, how neat would it be for her to have a constant in her life, something that's constant, somebody who's always someone who's always there, and it just seemed like the right thing and could help her kind of become more independent, other than a person. So I thought, why not apply?
I had been researching different ways to bring animal-assisted interventions into our therapy and prevention programs, and connected with a handler at Cincinnati Children's Hospital who told me about facility dogs and told me about Canine Companions, shared with me her dog that she received from Canine Companions, and from there I submitted an application, and 9 months later, which is an incredibly fast rate, we were called to team training.
When I was in second grade, the Canine Companions came to my elementary school and also to the zoo, and it was so cool to see other people like me in wheelchairs able to be more independent with a dog.
I was feeling all the feelings, all the emotions. I was so excited at the opportunity, just really humbled at the organization and all that Canine Companions do, all the things that go into raising a dog to come to this point, to be at team training. So just really honored, and also extremely nervous of not knowing what to expect, and just nervous excitement about the opportunity that we were stepping into.
Now I'm hoping it goes well, and I'm like, I don't want to screw up. Will they not give me a dog? I don't, all these things go through your mind. And so, like, I was definitely nervous.
I was a little nervous because I didn't know, I was like, I don't know how to do it. Like, I felt like I was not going to be able to successfully handle the dog correctly. Like, I had no idea what I was doing. And just like the first few times we worked with him, I'm sure I was as tentative as he was.
I think it was a combo, nervous excitement, like, are we gonna fail? Like, are we actually is she gonna get a dog at the end of this process? Or am I gonna totally mess this up for all of us? So nervous excitement, but that soon changed. As soon as you walked in, there was just this comfort level, like, we're all here for the same reason, the same purpose, and you just felt that sense of team. So yeah, quickly changed.
Yeah, agreed.
The moment we were matched with Tsunami, I think we actually kind of knew it was coming. We were training with him for several days in a row, and I'm like, okay, I think it's gonna be him. We kind of had a conversation like, we think it's gonna be him. And when they said, Tsunami is your dog, it was just like, oh, pure joy, pure joy. Yeah.
It was just a great match for us. He was just his personality is just so phenomenal and just fits in so well with all of our families. So it's really nice.
Wombat has an amazingly sassy, stubborn side of her personality. A lot of the tasks were challenging when she would decide that she didn't really want to do them for me. And they let me know that they matched me with her specifically because they thought I would be a confident handler for her. So I always would have to remind myself of that.
My first service dog, Yuki, almost everything was challenging just because it's new. And I was worried I'm not doing it right. Why isn't she tugging? Why is she doing everything the way everyone else was? And I think at first, being young, I didn't trust the process. and I was like, something's not working. And then sure enough, after graduation, we just clicked and everything was smooth sailing.
As we were going around and doing training, they were all sitting by us, just like Tsunami is right now. But there was a point where the trainer actually said, okay, I'm gonna let them play a little bit. And so he released them all. And it's funny because you say release and like 10 to 15 dogs just all know the command and they all get up and they do their own thing. And they were just wrestling and running all over each other and running around the room. It was hilarious because up to that point, they weren't really, they were service dogs. They were listening, they were very intent, they were very passive. They didn't act like we would typically see a normal dog act like. And so that was really, really cool to see because I remember I thought it was hilarious.
All of a sudden it's like they're playing and then it's like,
Yeah.
okay.
That's a good point.
Then quickly they turn back into like this service dog that is just, okay, in a down. And those were my friends and they still are, but now I'm back on duty. So just super cool,
Yeah.
really neat to see.
It was impressive, for sure.
I am still in touch with several people from even my first team training, which took place back in 2009. So that has been really awesome. And with this time being in the new campus, which is like 20 million times the size of the first one, it's really been a nice, accommodating experience. And it's special because like I'm in touch with other, fellow graduate and even Haiku's puppy raiser. So that's been special. I talk to her almost like every day, and it's sweet to like send photos and receive some of like when she was a puppy, and like I look forward to the years to see how like my fellow graduates are doing and to see, to show like Haiku's puppy raiser like all the adventures we go on. And
I think having the ability to be on campus made all the difference because we had that downtime after each day of training to just learn about each other. And again, since I was in a training with folks that were receiving a successor dog, they gave me encouragement of just what the journey is like and really encouraged me to embrace this new experience that I was stepping into, and would tell me about like how these transformational things would happen that would just get me even more excited about like what was going to happen once we get back to the agency and once we're working, and just the beginning of a long relationship. We all stay in touch. One of the folks in our training has a facility dog in a setting that's very similar to what we do. We communicate all the time. She gives me feedback and tips of different ways that we can incorporate Wombat into our program. And is just a supportive person and told me all of what to expect when we came for our recertification to help calm my nerves a little bit. And we would have not had that opportunity to connect if we didn't have the facility to stay at and just know that our basic needs were met. We could focus on bonding with our dogs, connecting with each other, and really focusing on the training during the day. A lot of our success with Wombat is she is the first thing people want to see when they come to our programs. We work with a lot of children and families and adults who have experienced violence or abuse, and we provide treatment and prevention services for them. So when they come to our agency, that's what they're walking in with. My office is up front, and we have a window. Wombat's window is right by the front entrance. And it's the first thing people see, and it makes them excited to come. They kind of forget that they're coming to do this really heavy, hard work of healing, and Wombat makes that an easier transition, which never gets old to watch.
Yuki was amazing. She was the best first service dog because she was so calm, she loved to work, and she was able to teach me so much about doing commands. She was able to teach me about like having more confidence, and she gave me the college experience that I think every kid dreams of.
Once we left team training, we both were so confident and just so excited to take him with Emma, whether it be to hospital appointments or out to dinner or just to the park, and just wherever she goes, he goes. And it's amazing that She always has that constant with her. Emma plays Miracle League softball, and Tsunami comes to all of the games, and he's kind of like the team mascot, I feel like. Tsunami's been to the beach with us, and that was a great experience. He's a part of everything that Emma does, whether she's hospitalized and is inpatient, he's right there.
She comes with me to work. Definitely helps me pick up all the things I keep dropping. We've gone to the Renaissance Festival for the first time. We went to the Franklin Park Conservatory. It was called Pumpkin Aglow, which was really cool. And I plan on taking her to conventions like I did with Yuki. So I look forward to that as well.
I love having him around, and having him around for her. But you know, just seeing what Canine Companions had to offer, and how caring and how specific they were to make sure that they had good fits for people like Emma. That's where things really started to mean a lot to me, and where I really felt like this is such a good thing.
In part of my role, I'm the coordinator for our therapy team. So oftentimes I have to either deliver hard information or have really honest, challenging conversations in a safe and supportive way. And Wambach, they see her before they see me, and that can be really disarming in a positive way. I've had adults and children tell me that, oh, if you like dogs, that must mean that you're a trusting and caring person because you care for this really amazing dog. So Wambach gets me into some really challenging situations with a little grace and love and fur, and it makes it a little bit easier for those families to talk about things that can be really hard to talk about. In particular, in our counseling and treatment program, we work again with kids who have been through hard things, and part of that healing journey is working with their therapist to tell the story about their hard things so they can understand it differently and heal. We have an 8-year-old who is in the process of doing that story, and when they were preparing to do that work, we always make a plan and ask, what do you need to help you feel safe when you're here? And all she wanted was Wambach. So we would bring Wambach's bed in with her, and she would just crawl into the bed with Wambach and pet her, and Wambach would just lay with her, and she would tell the story of this really horrible thing that she went through, and just had so much bravery in how she did that story, and would just pet Wambach, wouldn't need to take any breaks because she had the thing there that helped her to be safe.
So for Emma, being at home just on a daily basis, Emma's 19 years old, and typically kids, have chores to do at home. And so Emma's chore every day, this, is feeding her dog. And Emma grabs his cup, and I'm trying not to tear up. It's just really cool because I didn't know she was capable of doing something like that. And it's really neat that she can feed him. And then she touches her, she's nonverbal, and she touches her little switch piano. I'm sorry. And she's able to release him to eat. And it's just incredible because I think she takes a lot of pride in that. And it's so incredible because he knows that he gets fed by Emma, and Emma's the one doing that, and that just further develops a bond between them. And I'm so sorry, I didn't think I was gonna cry. But it's just really neat to give her a chore. They also, the cuppy catch ball. So we call this cuppy catch ball. It's a paddle that we put around Emma's wrist. It's a Velcro ball. And we throw the ball to Emma, and Emma uses her right arm to lift, and she catches the ball, and then with her left arm, she throws Tsunami's ball to him, and then he brings the ball back to her. And it's just another way for somebody who's nonverbal to form a bond with this incredible animal. It's amazing. So I say yes, you love Tsunami, huh? Yeah. Tsunami's her constant. He's always there. he's there for everything. He's there for the good days, he's there for the bad days. He was there. The only place he could not go was the ICU when she was in ICU with pneumonia. That was the only place he was not allowed because it's a sterile environment. And we totally understood that. But the minute that she got out of ICU and went to a normal hospital room, he was there. And she slept in her hospital bed, and he took the couch, and he was there the whole time. The nurses were incredible with him, just as much as they are Emma. And I think that I don't know, just having him there is soothing, I think. You know, you're in the hospital, that's a really, really stressful experience. And just him laying there is like, it helps everybody. It helps us as her family cope. It helps Emma, I think, just knowing like, hey, there's my buddy. You know, even though we're in the hospital, it's similar to as home as it can be.
I agree with that constant. My first service dog, Yuki, she was with me every day for 13 years, and she really changed my life. I was able to make so many friends in college and able to have that normal life because, you know, it's hard when you always have to like ask your peers to like pick up your pen or like, can you hand me that or things like that, and kind of embarrassing because I can't physically do everything. And so with Yuki, it was like a whole new experience that I was able to gain that independence. And what's special is that Haiku is now taking the torch and even knows some like new commands that I've really taken advantage of because as I'm older, I have more pain and physical challenges that like I can now have her lay on me when I'm in a lot of pain, and I find I don't have to take as many pain pills anymore. And that's a huge benefit that even, you know, aside from opening the doors and picking up those things that I drop 100 times, that like he can now like help make me healthier and is able to like I'm getting up more, playing ball, and I'm physically getting stronger. And it is a really, these dogs really change lives. They really do.
This is more than just a dog. She is impacting so many families. I'm gonna tear up talking about it. I couldn't do the things that I do without her. And I don't know that that really gets conveyed all the time of how impactful the facility dogs are in the work that they do. They can do things that people can't.
Thank you for supporting our mission.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for all you do to support Canine Companions in the North Central region. Have a happy Thanksgiving.